What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the nightly painting studio live stream this Thursday. I'm glad you are here with us, whether you're watching with us live or you are watching this back at a later time. I'm really glad you joined us. So my name's Corbin. If we haven't met before, I'm a hobbyist that has been a part of the hobby for quite a number of years now. Got back in 2017, but did it as a kid, and just absolutely love the Warhammer hobby. So my whole goal is to encourage, equip, and inspire you to be the best hobbyist that you can be, as I'm on my own journey to become the best that I can be, just growing consistently, learning new skills, and figuring out how to get all my stuff painted. So I hope this is encouraging to you. I hope this it can just be a community for you to be able to get your projects done, because the whole reason I started doing this was because I was tired of sitting alone in my room painting stuff, and I just kind of felt alone. I was like, this would be a lot better if I was doing it with other people. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and would really appreciate you doing just a couple of things for me right now as we get started. If you are joining me, first of all, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe if you aren't already, just to see more of these types of videos. Plus, it helps get this type of content out to other people who might be searching for it, the algorithms and stuff. So if you'll hit that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Let YouTube know that you like the content. And today we're going to be diving into painting some boarding actions terrain. It's also the Into the Dark kill team terrain. I've already started on this, but I'm just going to be kind of going through a little bit of the process with you, and then just working on the actual terrain itself. There's a lot of detail on this terrain, so what I've tried to do is make it pretty simple, like cut down the number of steps, and I'm not painting every detail, so I think that's really going to help, but I want to create something that looks realistic, that is going to be a great backdrop for the minis that are going to be in front of it and around it. And I just want to have fun painting some terrain that isn't like, you don't feel like you have to be as precise as you would with like the regular miniatures with terrain, which I really like. It's a good, I guess, palette cleanser between different projects. I've been working on a pretty high quality Tau army, and have been doing a lot of assembly for the Kill Team Hivestorm box, and so this is kind of a good palette cleanser for this. Plus, having some issues with my airbrush rig, which I need to remedy so I can continue to work on other projects. So in the meantime, and while we're streaming tonight, I'll be working on these boarding action terrain pieces. So you can see those here, kind of. Camera's doing some weird things, but yeah, I'll pop over to the main face, or the mainstream cam here in just a minute, but I am excited to jump into this tonight. Let me know as we go along here if you experience any issues. I just got a little flag that maybe it's not getting out to YouTube quite at quite a high quality. So let me know if you are experiencing any lag or any video issues. But yeah, otherwise, if you are here with me tonight, let me know what you're working on. I would love to know what kind of stuff everybody is painting themselves tonight, because that's what this is for. Grab your hobby projects and get working on them, or save this video for another time once it's done, and you can go work on a project. We got some cool lo-fi music going on, and We'll obviously have some chatting throughout it and talking through different techniques and different ways I'm going to approach this particular project. So if you just want something on in the background as you're painting, that's kind of what this is for. But would also love for you to interact in the chat with me as well. So if you're watching live, which I see it looks like a few people are, yeah, go ahead and type into the chat what you're working on. Would love to know that, and maybe any questions that you might have as we go through about a particular part of this project, the way I've approached something, or maybe just a general hobby question that you might have, whether that's building your miniatures, painting your miniatures. I'm not super knowledgeable on the gaming side of things, but more than happy to answer your questions. Maybe it's a lore question. Maybe you're new and just wondering where to start. Would love to help in any way I can. So, all right, hey, we're gonna jump over to the mainstream, and I will see you back here in like 5 seconds. All right, here we are. So this is kind of what we're going for here, and yeah, it's I've got to work on the screens a little bit. They're a little too bright for my liking, but you know, it kind of gives you the general idea. This is my test piece, so that's really what we're going to be working on. The stage that most of the stuff is at is kind of like this. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of lag on my end. I'm not sure if anybody else is seeing that or not, but let me know if you're seeing anything. It might just be on my end with the computer. So all right. I do want to let you know as well that we have an awesome Discord community, and I will put the invite link here in the chat. You can also find that on my YouTube homepage if you're watching after the fact. Okay, so there's lots of little pieces for this particular set of terrain. You can see like there's these larger pieces, and there's pieces without the pillars on the ends, and those are really cool because they slot right in to these other sections, which is pretty awesome. So that's been pretty cool. And then they have kind of pieces that come off of these sections, so you can kind of adjust it any way you want, really, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna try a couple things here to see if I can't get this to clean up a little bit. Hey, what's up, Francis? Thanks for popping in the chat. Let me know if you see any video glitches. See if that helps at all. Okay, there we go. So yeah, really we have these pieces here. And then there's like these smaller sections here that are really nice as well. What's up, Whammy Time? Welcome. So, Francis, that's awesome. Finished your Castigator and an Eldar Viper. Very nice. Very nice. Love it. Love it. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out where these glitches are coming from. Give me just a second. Still there. I don't know what's going on. I'll deal with it tonight, as long as you guys aren't seeing the weird glitchy stuff on your end. I am good. Alright, so yeah, tonight I am just continuing to work on these different sections of wall here, and currently I have the difficult job of trying to figure out what order to do things in. And that current order is going to be Francis, you're doing a channel, man. Awesome. That's really cool. You'll have to let us know where we can follow you. All about supporting other creators as well. So, all right, so we're just using some Xandri dust to get a nice base coat on these skulls that are across the entirety of these pieces and parts. Crazy how many of these there are. So really what I'm trying to do with this terrain is keep it pretty simple, in the sense that, like, I'm not just going to dry brush it all one color and slop some metallic chips on it and call it done. I want a little higher level of detail than that. But I also don't want to be 80 in painting these. So trying to find that balance of like what's going to look good and what's time economical, I guess you could say. Thanks, Mamie. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I used the airbrush to lay down basically kind of a you can kind of see it across, but I used it to lay down I believe it was either Sycorax or Warplock bronze, and I used that here, and then I add a little bit of extra up towards the top, and then I came in with Rattling Grime through the airbrush, and I sprayed the bottom third, I guess, kind of inconsistently across all of the pieces. And then I just got some lead belcher and did some chipping all across, and then used the lead belcher and Vallejo model metal color. Used that Vallejo metal color steel, I think was the one that I used. Mixed that in with lead belcher and then put that all over the pipes and all that jazz. But like, you know, all these cables back in here, like I'm not taking the time to do those. I'm just trying to hit those main points where, like, you know, Warhammer is like nothing without its skulls. So was trying to make sure that we've got that motif locked down here. Plus there's a whole lot of them, and it would look weird if they weren't painted. Turntables are good to showcase your minis. It's very good. So many skulls. I mean, y'all have literally seen me paint like probably 20 of these already, and this is one section of the boarding actions terrain. More skulls equals more better. Yep, that seems to be the case in Warhammer. Whammy, those Templars are coming along nicely. Yeah. Don't get too distracted by the skeleton boys, because they'll pull you away from preparing for the inevitable crusade that your Templars must take. Yeah, I get it. That's why I had to go to do some Tau. Some filthy Xenos. And I'll tell you what, the Black Templar models are very detailed, so there's a lot to paint on them too, which gets it can be very, very exhausting. Oh, very nice. Well, yours like set then, at least for now, until they balance the points again and everything changes. Really want to paint out Castellan. Might save that for the end of next month on your birthday. Nice. Yeah. That'd be good. Did you get the actual Castellan model from Games Workshop, or did you kind of like convert or build your own, or use the one from the Sword Brethren, or? Why? Why do they do this? 6 skulls all just shoved in here. All of them with little eye piece things. What are they looking at? Yeah, the one is really cool. I think he's one of the better and more nostalgic of the Black Templar miniatures. They just did a really good job with the entirety of the range. I almost was like, oh my gosh, there's not a skull here. And then I saw it. Okay. Alright, sorry. Froze for a second. Alright, where are the skulls? Right here. All 8 of these. Like so, you want to paint skulls? We'll give you some skulls. If you've just recently jumped into the live stream, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Would love to know what you're working on, what your hobby project is right now, and if you're working on it, would love to know what kind of progress you're able to make tonight. This whole stream is just to help us all stay motivated and encouraged, so would love to know what you're working on and how it's going. Ossiarch Bone Reapers, very nice. Yeah, those skelly boys, skellies. Those are like the new Tomb King style army, right? Without actually being Tomb Kings. Oh, only 2 skulls on that one. There. Dropping the ball on me. Yeah, the better looking Tomb Kings. Yeah, the Cities of Sigmar miniatures are they're really good. They're probably the best, Age of Sigmar release that they've done in a while. I mean, Skaven were pretty good. I'm just not really super into the rats. And honestly, with Age of Sigmar, I just kind of admire from afar. I had a Deepkin army that sat in their carrier for like 4 years, and I didn't really want to sell it, but I was like, literally was just taking up closet space. I got bills to pay, so it's a very nicely painted army. Actually won an award at Nova Open for that back in 2019. So, won a painting award for it. Which was pretty cool. But now it's in somebody else's hands, and hopefully they're using it to game some. Yeah, Space Marines are really nice to paint because they are a little on the larger side. For sure. Makes it a little easier to get to the details and all that stuff. Skulls there on that side. Oh, this one's already done. Huzzah! Okay, where else are we? The skulls. They're everywhere. I don't know if anybody out there has ever read the Horus Heresy Siege of Terra novels, but one of them, I believe it's either number 6 or number 7, talks about where the origin of the skulls everywhere came from. And it was a really good twist. I appreciated it. have been the first End in the Death novel, actually. Oh yeah, the lady on the Manticore is pretty cool. The Lord Marshal on the horse is a great model. And then Command Squad, yeah, Cities of Sigmar has some great stuff. Honestly, Spearhead seems like a really great way to do AOS. I'm just not as into the lore and the setting as much as I'm into 40K. I just like the sci-fi more. But I think as far as like a good game, I have heard a lot of really great things about Spearhead. They need to make something like that work for 40K. Piece. So the interesting thing about this particular terrain is that the way it goes together is really genius, but it's incredibly particular, and it's incredibly modular, so you kind of have to figure out ways to make sure that it can stay that way. This is just the base coat. Gonna go back in and wash them. Do a quick little highlight on them. Yeah, honestly, the modularity is nice. Whammy. I'd rather it be a bit modular than not. Yeah, I think there's like 60 some variations of the terrain layout in the exactly how this terrain works in Kill Team, but I do know you have to open doors and more skulls in here. Don't see any. Okay. I'm gonna get a drink of water. I'll be right back. Whammy Time says, I'm glad I don't have to worry about terrain until I want some for myself. Yeah, for sure. I love having terrain. That way I can always play a game and just have somebody over the house. If I really want to, I enjoy that. Plus, there's something nice about painting the terrain that I do like. So, but it is a lot of extra work, and yeah, miniatures don't paint themselves, so just takes time. Games Workshop terrain, though, it's so detailed, which is both good and bad. Section done there. Francis says, I love having my own table, and nice terrain helps get the gents over to play. So much more enjoyable to play Warhammer at home and then go into a store. Yeah. Obviously having friends that are in the hobby as well, that really helps. Really helps a lot. Gotta thicken this up a little bit. Got runny on me while I let it sit yesterday. I have a pretty great store near me. Called Workfire Minis. And they probably have like tables set up in there. Like full size 6x4, full terrain. Tables they've got set up. And they can do AOS, they can do Warhammer, they can do Kill Team. It's pretty cool. It's a great store. The owner, Jordan, is really great. Cables up here. I hear that, Francis. Yeah, I feel like local stores can be pretty hit or miss. That's a pretty good bribe, Francis. Probably work on me. Hard to turn down good pizza. There's a lot of cabling on this as well. I'm really trying to just get the main stuff at the top, and then any other important ones that I notice. Good. Angzar Arts, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely repetitive. Definitely repetitive, and it's not too bad though. It's kind of like you don't have to think about it too hard, at least. So like I know I'm gonna at least paint all of these cables black. Some of them may end up a different color, or I may, occasionally paint like hazard stripes or something like that on them, but it'll just depend on how much time and effort I really want to put into doing this. I think that's something that all of us have to decide on any of our hobby projects, is like what's the goal, what do I want to get out of it, and how much time and effort am I willing to spend on it, or is it worth to me? I think everybody kind of has to go through those. Because it'll help you determine like what your actual goal for the project is. Oh, that's Aaron. Okay, sweet. Welcome back, Aaron. I'm glad you said something. It can be hard to tell with the YouTube usernames. Yeah, definitely repetitive though. Honestly though, I have to give it to Games Workshop. For these cables and stuff, at least they're not all these teeny tiny ones. They're a decent size, so it's honestly not too terrible. Yeah, I get that. It's a good thought to have multiple accounts. That way it gives you, the algorithm feeds you certain things on certain accounts. That makes a lot of sense. Really kind of this paint thinned out a little bit since Tuesday, and I'm not super happy with the consistency of it. Cables suck. I don't mind it too much. Like I said, it's kind of brainless. To me, at least. But to each their own. To each their own. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of, I get that, Aaron. Yeah, generally I would have something playing in the background too, but the way I have OBS, the streaming software set up, I can't hear the music that you guys are hearing from my stream right now. So I'm just sitting here in the quiet right now. Yeah, if I feed the music to me, it'll do a feedback into the mic that I'm using, so. Okay. 17 minutes to go, says Francis. Nice. You're waiting on something from eBay, right, Francis? Oh, that's right. The out of print Forge World model. Yep. Let's see, Aaron. You're saying that you're working on a 1/25th scale. Okay. Figuring one drawing that started snowing. My back's killing. Oh yeah. Yep. I'll do it. Snowing. Yeah, that's something I do not miss about living in Pennsylvania. That's where I was before we moved to Florida. And if I miss anything about the snow, I miss that very that hour after it was done snowing, that it would just be so peaceful. Nobody's really moving. And then the hubbub starts back up, and the snow plows come push all the snow back into my driveway, and yeah, it was good times. Aaron, I believe you've told me before, but what part of the country you live in? Mountains in North Carolina. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know. It seems a little early for snow up there. That's right. You're around the Asheville area, right? How are you and the rest of that area doing? scratch it. Yeah, you must be up quite in the mountains then. I grew up in Kingsport, Tennessee, so we got a couple of snows a year. But nothing crazy. Yeah, it's wild, everything that happened to you guys. I'm glad you're okay, and I've got a buddy in Charlotte who he's an officer, a police officer, and he and a couple, I think it was maybe like 9 or 10 of his fellow officers went up there for a lot of the immediate relief. Taking the mules up over the mountain, and the stretchers, trying to get people out. Crazy hearing some of the stuff he was telling us about. Which OBS setting did I pick? Yeah. Yep. That sounds about right. And Francis, I'm not sure which OBS settings I'm on. I have to go back and take a look at it. But OBS has been pretty stable for me. definitely don't make it easy to figure out the streaming settings there. Absolutely, Aaron. We'll definitely do that. Yeah, I know they took some donkeys over the pass. I'm not sure if they actually put the donkey on the Chinook or not, but yeah, if that's the case, then absolutely that's a great feat. Oh man. That's not good. It's the only part about these that without the little top square latch pieces, they do tend to not stay together best. All right, there we go. Got that piece cleaned up. Dropped it right in the right in the bait. Oh man. Don't laugh at me too hard. Yeah. That's the only way they were getting supplies into some of those spots. Interesting. Hang on. All right, there we go. I'm back. Yep, I had to restart. I just used my iPhone for the down camera here, and the app. I just needed to restart that app. So. What's up, Iron Motion? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you tonight. I'm gonna see if I can't finish these cables in this sitting. Or at least get the base coat on. I don't think I'm going to do anything more than just a black base coat, but yeah, still working on terrain. This stuff is it takes a lot of painting. But it's been nice. Nice little palette cleanser. Yep, and while my airbrush setup is down, I can't really make forward progress where I want to make forward progress, which is on these guys. Kill Team, Hive Storm, Aqualons. Yeah, I would agree with that statement, Aaron. The recent terrain that I have decided to paint, and you'll laugh when I say this. The last terrain that I worked on was the Zone Mortalis terrain. Yeah, so I came back for more with the boarding actions stuff here. Yeah, I didn't put, I guess, as much detail into it as I'm putting into this. But yeah, and I have to say that stuff was a pain in the rear to build. That was the worst part of the Zone Mortalis stuff, was actually building it, because with the boarding actions terrain, you just kind of cut out the wall, and it's the wall. So like this part was this big long piece, and then it had like one little section that kind of stuck on here. So you can see where the gap is there. But each tower of the Zone Mortalis stuff was like 4 pieces, maybe even 5, I can't remember. So it took absolutely ages just to build it. That is definitely not terrain I would want to work on again. Sorry, good. Been playing a good bit of Space Marine 2 over the last couple of weeks. That's been pretty fun. It's a very well done game. Even looking at it from the standpoint of a non-Warhammer fan, I think the developers did a very good job. Ooh, bamboo houses. I've been seeing a lot of people in the local shop getting into bolt action. close to the wires being done. Aaron, how's the gameplay for bolt action? Is it more simple, more complicated, about the same as a game like Warhammer? That's up to you on the recast, Iron Motion. Order at your own risk. closing in, closing in, closing in. That's good. That sounds very good for simplicity. I wonder if seems like all the gaming companies are finding that people want that these days. They just want a simpler rule set. $18 for Scions? Yeah, go for it, man. Try it. Okay. I'll be right back to close out the stream. All right, what's going on? Yeah, so hey, this has been a really fun stream. Got the skulls and the cables base coated on all of this boarding actions terrain, which was productive. It was a good stream. So yeah, I'll continue to be working on this as we go along. I hope that this was a productive stream for you guys too, whether you're watching live or you are watching this after the fact, just listening to the stream as you paint. I pray that this has been a really productive stream for you. And yeah, I would definitely encourage you to head on over to our Discord community. I'm going to drop that link in the chat right now. If you aren't already on there, would love to see you over there. We've got a really fun, engaging, and encouraging hobby community over there. Love seeing what people are posting, their work in progress and finished stuff. It's really cool to see. So yeah, I would encourage you to jump on over there. Oh, sorry, it's late. But yeah, and then just check out the other links that are on my YouTube page. There's also there's a Patreon. If anybody's interested in learning some specific things and getting some one-on-one time, more than happy to provide that to you. Or you can just support the channel via that Patreon. Or another way, and a free way, you can support the channel is by hitting that subscribe button and giving it a thumbs up on this video. Yeah, it's always a really great way to support the channel. So I just want to say thank you for being a part of the stream tonight, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next video. It should be, we'll see. I may do a stream on Sunday night. It really just depends on my work schedule, and yeah, I'm hoping to have another like actual long form video done here pretty soon on how I painted the Pathfinders. So I've been working on it, but editing just takes quite a while for me. I'm not the fastest at it. So thanks for bearing with me, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you in the next video and over in the Discord community, the Nightly Painting Discord. So yeah, it's been great to be with you. My name's Corbin again, and hope to see you in the next one.